Alright, let's give this a shot. So, thank you for watching. If you're watching, guys, I'm just going live with my Master Duel. I've been playing this game since it came out 3-4 days ago. This game is fantastic. Just going to be straight back into this game. Hadn't been playing in like nearly 2 years. Now all of a sudden I can't get off it because this game is exactly how I wanted this game to always be. Got to Plat 1 with this Draco deck I've built. I'll just go through a run through in case anyone watches this post live. So we got the Fat Robert Classic over here. This deck can be built virtually for free in terms of this game. Ultra rares can be expensive to craft, and it's in terms of crafting where you want to cut corners as much as possible, so long as your deck can be competitive. So realistically, this deck only requires the one terraforming. You don't have to play Upstart up until you can play Potted Desires instead of Upstart up until about top gold levels, and then you'll find that the Potted Desires might hinder you a bit. That was when I replaced the Upstarts, and I didn't want to mint TC Booze because it is unnecessary for an Ultra, because it's a floodgate. I might stop using at some point, but at the same time, got to like Plat 3, Plat 4, start versing decks like Eldritch, Drytron, Tri-Brigade, and all of a sudden this card's really important. And Dragon Mates, a lot of people playing random Dragon Mate deck. Seems to be really good though. But yeah, that's what this is in for. We've been hitting the ladder, we've had some success, we climbed it very quickly, and we're also keeping our spot at the top of the ladder, which is nice. Because I've been continuing to play throughout. And the beauty of this deck is it can go first or second. The only deck this deck it struggles the most with going second is Drytron, because Dry does build an impossible board to break almost. If you do draw a trap and a monster though, like a Draco trap, that's really sick. That will get you there because you can pop ultimateness without activating, which is really nice. His hand's a bit iffy, but I mean we got diagrams, so we can't complain. So always start with a humble Upstart Goblin. Up, and we are going to be... Oh, what do we do here? I'm going to probably play this badly. At this point I have to make a conscious decision. What do I think is going to be more important in this matchup? Erupt, or there can be only one. I'm going to say Erupt is more important, purely for the fact that Eldritch is the only deck that TC Boo's scary against for me in this position. And at the same time, it's the least threatening out of any threatening deck that I could be facing. So we'll grab ourselves a spell just so we can summon Ignis without wasting either of these two. You could have also popped the Erupt and kept TC Boo because there is a Solemn Strike. That is also an acceptable line of play for sure. So, I mean, you gotta fuck one off at some point, but this is fine. Oh my god, is he gonna bluff evenly, or does he have it? Alright, so you can chain Ignis, grab a spell, and then we're gonna activate Erupt and leave that as the card on field because it's gonna hinder him the most this turn. Still not a great position to be in, but we got a lot of top decks we can see. Ways to demise most important for sure. Spell situation, just grab Disciples. No. Alright, he's got nothing. Man, and that works. We keep the Erupt alive. It's definitely nice. It's unfortunate for him that he had nothing, but I mean, we'll take it. It's good for us. Keep the advantage going. For fuck's sakes, alright. Sure. Okay, yeah, it's this deck. Nah, man, he's forgotten Erupt. He forgot Erupt is still on the board. You are not getting another Galaxy Soldier, my friend. Yeah, that one's fine. Doof. Nah. Not happening, not on my watch. So, versing Cyber Dragons here. He's forgotten Erupt. A lot of people have not been reading Erupt while I've been playing. Erupt and Apocalypse are the two most unread cards I have. Opponents have just been attacking blindly in with it, or like attempting to start a play, and just not realizing that their board is currently being negated. Yeah, Nash just fine. Sure. There's a fundamental issue with the fact that he's given me Jizukirku when his monsters can't activate effects. It's a pretty strong monster to give me when his monsters can't activate effects. I know he can fast fusion this, so yeah, he's gonna do it now. But it's not gonna gain any effect, which is nice. Just hit me for 0. Yeah, alright. I mean, it's forgotten itself, so I guess. Got no option. We can hold this down. Thought that was the one he was going to have. But we're going to chain Ignis. Disciples works. We've got 3 engraved, so that's at least a card we can draw. Grab Disciples in this circumstance, at least we're drawing 2 next turn instead of 1. We will not activate it though, because we don't want him to destroy it. Emergency resolves. It's all good. Hey David, greetings from Ghana. Hey man, how's it going? Yeah, I don't mind if he gives me the kaiju now, but he's just gonna fast fusion me. Unfortunately, I think we've lost this one. It just depends on his exact line of play here, and I've seen some really crazy lines of play that shouldn't be done in my time on this game, so we'll see what he does. He gets Seeger out, that's standard. 4200. Is he just gonna beat stick me? Okay, he's just gonna beat stick me. Okay, I really thought we'd lost this, but he's really giving us the opportunity to jump back in, which is really nice. Upstart, we can play with this. So we're going to draw 3 cards. We drew the upstart, we'll draw off the upstart, and then we'll disciples to play. You're going to upstart before the disciples play, because I might not necessarily want to draw these Draco cards in particular that I'm putting back in. I would rather much be drawing things like Card of Demise or Dragonic Diagram. Disciples always goes first, and because I have a heritage in hand, we're going to go with monsters. You always put Disciples back because it's your shuffler, and if you get into a grind game, you never want to run out of that card. It's a must-have. Neither player takes any battle damage from attacks involving this monster. Alright, so this isn't a problem at the moment, so I guess we just pass and pray here. We're going to pass and pray. That's what we're going to do. What's he got for us? I don't think he knows that his card can't do any damage, unless he doesn't use an effect. I think you can just swing without using the effect. Ooh. If he chain 1, chain 2's this. Well, shit. That happens. That's actually kind of cool. Double limiter removal. The non-searchable card. Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. That was a good duel. Sweet. We get to go first. This could be good or terrible. Let's see how we go. We don't want orange cards. We don't want orange cards. Ash it, I dare you. This will be the 8th upstart that's been ashed since I've gotten my upstarts minted. Do it. Do it. Oh, it's fine, okay. Maybe it's Max C. Maybe sometimes it's Max C. I've been Max C'd a lot with this deck. Doesn't really do anything, but is what it is. I haven't used Into the Void. That is fine. I can set, and I will summon. I've already got a monster in hand, so let's go Ignis. Sending Apocalypse. I've played this incorrectly because I'm not playing around the Mech Knight, so I really should. In this game, you really shouldn't put cards in columns like that. It can come back to bite you. Yeah, he's got Max C. You can tell whenever it's asking what he wants to do, like there. It's like, your opponent summoned a monster. Do you want to activate Max C? It's always. Set that. At least we got one monster pop, and we've got TC Boo. So we're going to want to use the pop first. Unless Dire Straits occurs and we need the TC Boo, which is also possible. Like if it's Drytron or something, I'd rather flip this. Oh, okay. Let's go for it. You shouldn't use the Ignis effect where there's an empty field, because, okay, that's fine, there was an Ash. Reason being because of Gamma, I was going to say. This is fine, this is fine. So we've got a monster pop here, okay, that's fine. So if he's got a way, so this is Sky Striker, so if he's got a way to Ray, we want him to get to Hayate. Okay, he's got Engage already, so it is what it is. He's going to get to Ray, and he's going to summon Hayate, which is going to attack directly. And when he does, we're going to summon our Apocalypse, well, our Monster Veer Apocalypse, so that we can pop the Hayate, because at least he won't get to send. So he's going to Kag here and grab his Engage back. Okay, he's going into the Hayate. Alright. So wait for the end of main phase to resolve this effect. It is the end of main phase, let's do it. Use the effect now. And we're going to use the effect to do perform a tribute summon in our opponent's turn. He should let this resolve. He's probably going to max see me because he probably thinks that this is the time where you max see someone. Oh yeah, he knows, he knows. So he's going to get his Ray back, and that's fine. But at least he won't send a resource that he requires to bounce back in his hand with Kag. He will, if he was smart though, he will, which he is, he will summon Kagari here and pick up his Engage again. And then continue his combo. Maybe search a Widow Anchor or another card that he might need. And then he will go into Shizuku and end phase to search what he doesn't have in grave already. There's the Kag. Grabs his Engage. And now, oh, he's going just straight into his Shizuku. Okay. And I'll be back in one moment. I just got to take a quick call.